Can you what? Come on. Once you have your laptop, Devin, sit down. Devin. Not that one. Google. You just plug it. All right. Jeremiah, bring me your phone. No. Yes, you may go to Valerie. Give me your phone. I'm going to give it back to you at 120. At 120 with classes over. I'm not going to run your battery down. It's just going to sit up here on my desk. No. I don't care whose girlfriend texted you. It is like herding cats.
Whoa! Did you tell your hair before?
Yes. I have to have my driver's license. I don't really want to do that.
Very good. Right?
Jeremiah, you want me to keep it at 3:30 or 1:30?
3:30.
Jeremiah.
Last night, y'all were very bad. Boy, I'm not so fair about that. Not my inbox. You talk last night, bro.
Yeah, I heard the girl fighting about the dance. And like she was like on count of stairs, she jumped off.
Hey, you come on board, please.
So he grabbed her phone and walked away.
Yeah. Go to Kahoot.it.
No,
Watch your language back there. Yes, I did. No, I can't.
I think it's Bauer
Remember what I told you. Don't put in stupid names or we're not playing. And I put in my name. No, put in Drew. Now we're trying to remember to fix it. Why are y'all in the blind skin? Oh, I'm going to that school. Yes, now you have one hall pass remaining.
I'm gonna go after this.
Yeah. All right, go to Kahoot.it. You are going to be up here in Jeremiah. You have a charger? We can plug it up back here if you can get one. Do I just hold the power button down and it'll go off eventually? I mean, power it down?
No, you have to press the button. It's going to shut it down. Also, but same for you got iPhone.
I don't put anything, right?
Depends on what your new name is. No.
All right, I put it
iPhone. No way.
No, you can just put a number.
That's his name.
Now you're gone. Put your name in.
number four.
They put number 4. Come on. All right, do that one. Wow, why you do that?
I told y'all, it's real name, not stupid stuff.
How was that?
You put Ruthie too, with 3 R's.
At least it's got his name in it. Number 4 is not your name, say money.
Right. King
My name is Jeremiah.
You don't know my name?
What's your name?
I put Jerry.
Jarvis at least better than J Money.
I know who put that.
Oh,
I know who that is.
that's my name. Alright, this is not very long. Just to review tomorrow's quiz. Alright, you don't see these tomorrow on the quiz.
It's not even loaded. Mine's not loaded.
Why's it not loading?
It's just doing this. I was finna fix blue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go. We don't work by the time. Man, I ain't even playing no more.
Alright, so, it should be a slanting surface that connects a higher to lower level, is an inclined plane. Abigail. I'm not gonna go on, talk all the time. Now, we said an inclined plane had to go from a higher to a lower level. A lever had to have a what? A stiff bar. A wheel and axle had to have a wheel and a rod. A pulley had to have a rope and a grooved wheel. Come on. Yes, you do. Yes, you did. And we're reviewing right now. Pay attention. You were here Friday. We're doing it today. Yes, it is. It's right there. 432-922. All right. So, in order to be a wedge, it needs the what? For the one person who got it wrong. To be a wedge, it needs the what? A sharp edge. Guys, gotta have a sharp edge.
Oh, it's the screw. Screw.
Oh. Oh, no. I know. Ah, that was so bad. You picked the wrong one? Oh, I got the right one. Alright. So, some of you said a lever or a lever. I don't know why you picked that. Alright, yes, a lever or a lever can slant. However, you see where it says a sharp edge? A sharp edge has to be a wedge. Now, the inclined plane can be the slanting side, but the sharp edge right there makes it a wedge. A grooved wheel with a rope. What's a grooved wheel with a rope? Alright. What's the difference between the wheel and axle and the pulley.
The groove wheel.
The groove wheel and rope makes the pulley. In order to be a wheel and axle, it has to be a wheel with a rod. It has to be a wheel and a rod to be a wheel and axle. An inclined plane wrapped around the pole. Alright, it's the screw. The wedge, I have no idea why y'all fix that. I don't even know why you fix the pole. I've just got nothing there. Alright, a wheel with a rod. Keep it off. Keep it off. Alright. Again, a pulley has to have the wheel with a rope. The rod is the wheel and the axle. Alright, which one's the lever? Which one is the lever?
Elevator.
One is the lever.
It's the elevator. Oh, that's
Now, we're fairly well divided there. Alright, which one has the stiff bar? Brake has the stiff bar. I thought someone put that. We're on question number 67. You can make it 3 more questions. You can make it. I have complete confidence in your ability to do this. Alright? 3 more. We're on 8 out of 10. Alright, a bottle top is an example of a bottle top is an example of a
Damn.
Alright, it's a screw.
37.
Alright, inside a bottle top. Inside a bottle top, there are screw parts. So you screw the lid on. It's an example of a screw. There's no sharp edge. That's extra. There's very little. Mini blinds are examples of. This is in the opening. Alright, those are pulleys. They have a wheel and a rope inside. That's what raises and lowers them. I don't know why we picked an inclined plane. A doorknob is an example of a what? This is probably the hardest one to do on the book one. We're going with that. I told you last week. Why?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
The 2 knobs are wheels and the 2 sides
My core on the top.
It's on the back side of the door, one to try. Think about it. Now, you check, make sure you look good before you go.
No, yeah, I had to make sure that I wasn't missing.
I seriously concerned if you were. The doorknobs are both wheels, and there is a rod that connects the 2 wheels that operate the doorknob to turn. Hurry back. Now, if you will, set your laptop off to the side, because we're going to use it again in a little while. I don't have cameras. Set them off to the side. Set them someplace you're not going to step on them like a lab counter. Use one as a footrest. No. All right. You also need your yellow card. We're going to learn 3 new formulas today.
Oh, yeah, you need to get the new people a yellow card.
Oh, yeah.
More than there, I think.
You should have one, but here.
Oh,
yeah.
Alright. How'd you know? We're going to learn how to calculate 3 types of advantage today. We're going to learn how to calculate ideal mechanical advantage, actual mechanical advantage, and efficiency. Now, we have to learn to calculate these for right on back. You take some notes. Good. It's time. I'm talking. I got notes on the board. Now, well, this is on the quiz tomorrow, which is why you didn't get the quiz today. Ideal mechanical advantage is. Come on.
I'm trying to make wrong.
That's a lot of.
Right.
Not a lot of work. Okay. A simple machine would be considered ideal if it had no friction. Absolutely none. Okay? Some of the effort that is put into a machine is wasted in overcoming friction. Now think about it. You've all done something. You've used a screwdriver. You've used a hammer. Those are simple machines. Do they have friction? Yeah, they do. Okay? Ideal mechanical, yes. Write down everything that's on. Have one more. Okay?
I'm gonna try like
I don't do things the way we're doing them. You do them the way we do them over here.
That's absolutely
Now, do we have friction in a machine? Yes. So this ideal mechanical advantage is going to be a theoretical number. It doesn't actually exist. Okay? We're going to learn to calculate 2 numbers today. The actual mechanical advantage and the ideal mechanical advantage. So this ideal number that I'm talking about is what would happen if there was no friction. Then we're going to learn to calculate a number that accounts for having friction. We all know that when we use a machine, there is friction. Okay? So ideal mechanical advantage means that there is what? No friction. That's the part I want you to keep in mind. Ideal mechanical advantage means there is no friction. That's the part you need to get in your head. So when we talk about ideal mechanical advantage, there's no friction. So if you're using an inclined plane, there's going to be friction sliding the box up the inclined plane. However, we're assuming there is no friction in this calculation. When we switch in a few minutes to AMA, or actual mechanical advantage, that's the one that's going to take into account the friction. Okay? Now, this is the formula. We're going to abbreviate ideal mechanical advantage, IMA. So we're not going to keep writing that long word out. IMA is effort distance over resistance distance. Now, we're going to start today by using an inclined plane. Because we're going to use an inclined plane. Okay? Okay? Because we're going to use an inclined plane. I'm giving you this to help you. The effort distance is the length of the ramp, and the resistance distance is the height of the ramp. If you can keep that straight, it makes the calculations really easy. Yeah. All right. So that we don't have to write this all the time, what did we abbreviate distance with earlier in the semester? So D stands for distance, and on your reference table, I'm going to move a second. The little E stands for effort, and then D with the sub R stands for resistance. Okay? Because on your reference table, you're going to have to know which distance they're talking about, because in the formula, you're going to have two D's. Now, the beautiful part of this formula that some of you are going to like is, because both of those distances are meters, what's going to happen when you divide a meter by a meter? They cancel out. So the nice part about this formula is there are no units. So for those of you who lost points on the Power and Work Lab, I graded them second period, but I haven't got them put in the computer yet. I forgot to put those in. Some of you lost points again on units because you put units in your data table. All right, but there's no unit for IMA. That's okay. Now, would it make you feel better if I told you I got into Carolina and turned it down? I had a choice of paying to go to Carolina or going to UCLA.
What are you doing?
And I chose the money. All right. Now, so this is an inclined plane. I have labeled this for you. I don't care if you draw it or not. They're your notes. But you are going to have to be able to figure out the parts in both a word problem and picture. They will not be labeled for you in the word problem or the picture. Okay? I'm an equal opportunity F giver. It doesn't matter to me. We have multiple people with F's in here. We have multiple people with A's. I don't discriminate. Now, when you look at an inclined plane, okay, the incline, the length of this is always, hey, keep up planning when I do. At least you get a break. Sure,
My students, those kids, I cannot tell you. They're sitting in your pants. Can they just stop? Sorry, I'm venting, I'm venting.
It's just difficult, Drew. And I know y'all are trying to play quiet. I know you're trying to play quiet. You can't stop playing quiet in a third class for a whole week. A whole week. The band will be here through Thursday. Well, y'all are. Those are the formulas you have to know how to use by the end of this semester. Now, so anytime we talk about the slant, the length of the ramp, all right, this is always going to be effort. This is always going to be resistance because this is the height of the ramp. This is the length of the ramp. Everybody in here at some point has looked at stairs and has looked at a handicap ramp and said, nope, I'm walking up the ramp. Okay? If you walked up the ramp, you walked up the effort. Okay? Most people have. Okay? That's just when we calculate IMA, that's the effort. The actual physical height of the ramp is the resistance. So when you calculate IMA, the calculation is really easy because when you calculate, what is the distance now? What is the distance? 15. What is the resistance? So now just take your calculator, 15 divided by 12, and what do you get? Then that is the IMA. Because what did I tell you would happen to the 2 meters? They will cancel out, and so your IMA is 1.25. That's all you get. No. Keely, pick your head up. She's just waiting on me. All right, do we have it? She wasn't getting long. I was just letting her get good and comfortable so I could really annoy her. It's not any fun if she just puts her head down and I get her immediately. No perks in that. Yeah, see, I don't get paid much, so I got to get my perks where I can. All right. What word? All right, does everybody have it? I don't even remember. Whatever the going price was at the time, it wasn't on sale. All right. So if I want to look you, I cannot wait on you to go to the bathroom. Spend 20 minutes in the bathroom and then come back and want us to go back. We're not getting 5 minutes. I tell you to take a picture, but I have your phone. I know, can't do it because I have. Dying of old age up here, Jeremiah. You there yet? All right.
Hey, go through. I'm gonna what's called apart.
So what's it called apart?
They have right to the
Sit down.
I'm good.
All right. So if I want to calculate IMA here, what has to go on top? The distance effort, right? So if distance effort goes on top, that has to be the 20. Over resistance, what goes on the bottom? All right. Everybody okay with how to do that? Got it. So, AMA. All right. I didn't realize y'all were writing it down.
Write the notes down.
All right. I didn't realize y'all were writing that one down. I just assumed you were not.
So, if we finish those,
You have to serve lunch. 10 minutes. Alright. So the second thing we're going to calculate today is AMA. Okay? Actual mechanical advantage. Now, this. Yeah.
You was like us something. I mean, clear. You gotta tell me stuff about it. I don't got it all.
Alright. These machines have friction. So we calculate AMA. I need you to remember that AMA has friction. Okay?
Look in the mirror. It broke, didn't it? These cost more than all of it.
I don't know what you did to him, but you got what did you do to antagonize him? So he thinks on you every day you have free I remember, I think I saw Mr. Phillips at a park or something. Alright. Now, when we're calculating, these will have a lower mechanical advantage. I don't know why that is. Okay? Now, why is that moving today? That should not be moving. These will be a lower number because these have friction. These are going to be a lower number. Ideal mechanical advantage will be a bigger number. Actual mechanical advantage will be a lower number. The reason is you lose some of this due to friction. Some of it's going to be lost to heat. When you use a screwdriver or a hammer repeatedly, if you actually feel it, it will feel warm. A lot of tools will get warm when you use them because the effort is lost to heat. I'm real sure about that.
Okay, so when my brother, so if you were in a automatic,
Yeah. I would assume it's from the friction of the bullets leaving the gun, but truthfully, I don't know enough about how guns work to answer I mean, it could be from the explosion of the bullets, but I would assume that it's the rapid velocity of the bullets leaving from the beginning of the gun out to the end of the gun. It causes it to get hot because it's going to leave with a very rapid velocity, and it's also going to rub, and there's going to be a lot of friction as it leaves the barrel of the gun. So I would assume that's creating the friction. All right, so the new formula, AMA. Yeah. Okay. Yes, F is weight. Force and weight are what? The same thing. All right, so AMA is about force. So AMA is resistance force over effort force. So this one is not distance. This one is force. Now, when you look at this formula, I'm going to write the other one up here, and I'm going to ask you something. All right, I want you to tell me what you notice is different
They
about
switched to A and R switch.
There you go. So when you look at IMA and AMA, what do you notice about the E and the R?
The E and the R.
The E and the R are what? They're switched. Okay? So in IMA and AMA, where the E and the R are located, are opposites of each other. Does everybody see that? Can I what? Nope. So look at FR over FE. Does everybody have the formula? All right.
Wait.
What?
I'm good. Somebody might be right. How about
Who else is still writing and I need to wait on?
the place we are in right on the wall.
Does everybody have it? Alright, so if we look at this inclined plane, write it down. So you have an example. Now, you don't need to draw the little spring scale. Just draw the box and write 15 newtons and 35 newtons. You don't have to draw the spring scale. You got, yeah.
Mario.
You got to draw it wrong.
Just draw the box, and write 15 newtons, and draw that box, draw 35 newtons. Don't have to draw the scale. Louis, you got a drawing? Got your example drawing? Everybody else.
What am I doing?
Hey,
It's not ball. Well, they call it.
Write them down. I don't want to hear for 2 minutes. You don't have to do this. All right. So if we want to find AMA, all right, what's the resistance for? All right, resistance is always, people hush. The resistance is always height. Okay, resistance is always height. So that's why it's 35. If we go back to what we just labeled a couple minutes ago, what did we say resistance was? Resistance is height. That's why we use that number to calculate resistance force. Effort force is always what? Length of the ramp. That's why we put the 15 there to calculate 2.3. Again, what happens to newtons? The newtons cancel out. So do we have a unit on AMA? No. Is everybody okay with how we calculate that? Did you write it down? Okay. So if we want to find AMA here, how do we find AMA? I need AMA.
105 and 105.
Guys, I'm not going to wait on you to sit and have a conversation or zone back in. Abigail, put it on my desk.
Oh, you got it.
I'm not talking to you. When did your name become Abigail?
Put it on my desk.
Abigail's your name?
You got the other name, please. That's pretty cool.
Jeremiah. I just said twice. Does everybody have it?
I'm good. I'm not.
All right, so AMA, what is the resistance? How do you decide? Because some folks are looking at me going, I don't know. Resistance is always the height. right, resistance is height. Effort equals what? Effort equals the length along the ramp. Okay? So, AMA is force. What was on top in the formula? If you don't know, look at your yellow card. It's force, resistance over force, effort, right? So what's the force resistance up here?
105.
105 divided by 35. Now, do I expect you to know the formulas 2 minutes after I taught them? No. Where can you find them? On your yellow card. Now, the only person who doesn't know this is Jeremiah, because he just got here Friday. Everybody else in this room, including you, because you were in Dr. Phillips' room, know they're on the yellow card. So, if you look at your yellow card about halfway down, there's a form, I think they're close to the bottom. There's IMA and AMA, and then there's efficiency, which we're getting ready to talk about. Does that say what? 105. I don't care. Yes. Not right now. Now, we've got that one done. What's 105 divided by 35? 3. 3? Then that's your answer. 3. Questions about that? All right. Efficiency is the last thing we have to calculate before we mix this up and practice with the flash flood. All right? We're going to practice some of what we've just learned. If we have a chance, we're going to learn how to do it with levers. We're going to learn all 3 of these formulas again with levers. Because they work different than inclined plane. Not soon enough. January. Sometime around Martin Luther King's holiday. In January. A machine multiplies force. How effective the machine is efficient. If a machine is efficient, then we use it. If a machine is not very efficient, we don't use it. Okay? So if a machine is only 10% efficient, we would not use that machine. But if a machine was 90% efficient, we would use the machine. Okay? We use the machine if it's efficient. If it's not efficient, we choose not to use it. Compared to me standing on that stool to write on a whiteboard, yes it is. In terms of some of the other smartboards in the building, I don't think this one's the most efficient. I don't understand. I've already broke 2. Well, I broke 1 too. They need to be more thorough. All right. Does everybody have their yellow card handy? Because I'm going to have you write a formula on your yellow card. As long as you write it on your card, you can use it. If you don't have it on your card, don't ask me for it during the test or the quiz, because I'm not going to give it to you. Okay? If it's on your card, you may use it. I'm not going to write it on the board. I'm not going to write it any time and any point for you to be able to use it. You have to write it on your card today. We have perfect attendance. Everybody sees it. All 25 people here today. And Marco is right over there. Right?
The time target is on the top.
Which one?
The one on top, right?
All right, so you find your yellow card. Find where it says efficiency. Okay? Down towards the bottom. All right? There's one formula at the bottom, and it's right above the very bottom formula on the front side. And it's efficiency. Efficiency. Then go put your back up. All right, efficiency equals, and it says W out over W in times 100, right? Now, the formula you don't have on your sheet is this one. Write that one on your sheet right beside efficiency. You can write W equals, and you can just write that. Doesn't matter to me. Yep, efficiency equals AMA over IMA times 100. Right there beside efficiency. Right, you can write EFF equals AMA over IMA times 100. Sorry. Here, Jeremiah. EFF equals AMA times IMA. AMA over IMA times 100. So these are going to be percentages. I'm sorry, I corrected myself. I didn't think you could do that. I know. I'm aware of what I do. I strung you along for how long? Gotta make you a half hour? No, what is it? 30 minutes. Are you out of bathroom pass? Okay, you have to use up the bathroom pass. Fine, is everyone caught up? Does everyone have it on the other card? All right. So, calculate efficiency. All right, write that one down. Write it down. Devin, you got it? We have to do 3 questions to do this one. Everyone has it. There are 3 problems in this one. Jeremiah, you got it? We got to do 3 questions to do one. You're going to be yelling at me in a minute to catch up. So come on, get it ready. I'll understand that you read. All right, Sheila, you've had to take care of the hunger.
You're still growling.
I get it. I get it. You had to fix to take off the edge. Now put up the fix. Taking off the edge. That's what. You'll have to make this. Unless you have a small stack with rock. Roll the inclined plane and put the numbers in. Oh. And then you're going to put the picture here on my desk. I have sold it in my own lunch, so I'm not looking for a picture. Well, it's not going to go with all Now, we want to find efficiency of the inclined plane. Now, in order to find efficiency, we need AMA, we need IMA, and then we can calculate efficiency. So, in order to find AMA, what's the formula for AMA? D. Is it D? F-R-F-E. All right. It's F-R over F-E. So, which of these numbers are forces? The newtons. Okay, this is an F, and this is an F, because they're forces. Okay, newtons are forces, Jeremiah. So, because you weren't here when we did that. Now, which one is the resistance? The length of the inclined plane or the height of the inclined plane?
The height.
The height. So that means this is the resistance because it's the height. That means the length is the what? Is the effort. Okay, so now that we know that, we can calculate AMA. So what is FR? Over FE, which is? 45. All right, one of y'all with a calculator, tell me what that is. 3.3. Okay, so which color's here? IMA. IMA's formula is what? Okay, good, Abigail. DE over DR. So, which of these height numbers, height has to be in what unit again? Meters. So this is a D, and this is a D. So, effort is what? You're good. All right, so the meters would be effort because that's length again, right?
Yeah.
Height would be resistance. Carlos, sit still and be quiet. Jameer, stop. So when you look at filling in the formula, DE is what? 12
Over 3.
over what's the resistance?
12.
What's 12 divided by 3?
4.
It's 4. Now, the final thing we need is efficiency. So efficiency is AMA, which is 3.3, which you just found here.
3.3.
Okay, so 3.3 divided by, what's your AMA? Or sorry, IMA. All right, and then times 100, because efficiencies are always multiplied by 100. Now, not soon enough. 3.3 divided by 4 times 100 is what?
82.5.
82.5. Question. Whoop, we don't do times 100. I meant the right percent there. Question. All right, let's try another one. You don't have to write this down. Let's just talk about it. Because you've got a sample. Does everyone have what they need? So we can just talk? All right, so we do this one. Whoops, it's not what I want. Do I have another picture? No. All right, let's do. I got to make up numbers, which is never a good thing for me. Well, sometimes I tend to have issues with making numbers at work. Yeah. Some days it's better than others. All right, I think those will work. May not. I need to change my name. Let's go with change this to